Pozdrav ljudi, pozdrav. Dobar dan, dobra večer, kako kome. Evo ga, DLC je tu. Ovog masterpisa koji sam prešao na kanalu cijelog. Imate cijeli walkthrough. Se idemo baciti na DLC. Ovdje piše kao... znači moramo pomoći nekom artistu da završi svoju važnu kao neku umjetninu. I to će nas odvesti u misterioznu prošlost. Znači, otkrićemo njegovu misterioznu prošlost i našu kreativnost u slikanju, avanturama i svemu tome. Dolazi se tako što se ode u regiju Troski. Znači, novi storyline u oba dvije regije. Aha, nova oružja, novi armori i tako to sve. Startamo u Troskiju, markano sa ovim skalom kao. Dobro, ništa, idemo dalje, jevac. O, da. Da će se malo prisjetiti svih ovih tipki i toga svega. Da. Evo nas. Evo nas. Ja sam već bio ušao malo se prisjetio i tako. I taj quest nam je ovdje. Počinje DLC. Na ovom ovdje. Dobro. Idemo lagano. Konjiću. Da se mi nesti malo sens. Ništa, idemo idemo, ja? O, krpa, di si krpenza. Šta je evo, tebe nema nigdje u pičku, mati. Ne mi ja dobro jebot. Ne, ja ovdje čaj jebot od toga. Ja bi trebao gore jebot. Opa, stane mali. Ne. Aha, tuda. Još malo pa onda gore. Ok, prva 10. Da, vam. Čehoslovačka, brate. Negdje je to, ja mislim, a? Evo ga. Početak DLC-a, brat.
Tried everything, you know. It's hopeless. For God's sake, can't you be quiet even for a moment? I never gave up. I just wanted to get out of here. Don't you play games with me. You can count yourself lucky I'm tied up. What a stroke of luck. You turned up just at the right moment, lad.
What are you doing here?
Well, nothing much. I was standing around when someone decided to tie a tree to me. It's awful. Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever?
Would you be so kind?
Sure. Why not?
It's lucky you happened to pass by when you did, lad. I hate to think what beasts might be lurking in that forest. I'm, watching your back, friend. You can count on that.
Vučići, brate, Vučići.
Fan their highs.
Čekaj. Zašto ja nemam mač, jebem ti mač. Samo malo da ja nešto provjerim. Momentos.
Will you untie me, please? It's not easy to talk with my hands bound. Could you please untie me? Thank you, lad. I'd like to embrace you now that I finally can.
That's all right.
What do they call you?
Henry of Scallis. And you are?
Magister Voiticus ex Aridus. A pleasure to meet you, Henry.
Okay, you got a strange name, no?
You've got a pretty strange name, I'll tell you that.
It's Latin, but you can call me Voiter if you like. It's not really my name, but what does it matter?
What were you doing with the skull? How did you empathize?
And what were you doing tied to that tree?
It's complicated. How can I explain? First of all, you should probably know that I'm a painter. And apart from a few unpleasant moments recently, I spend most of my time over there, at the castle.
And you were looking for inspiration by the tree, or what?
Of course not. I ended up there partly because of my own curiosity, and partly because of the rash nature of others.
So you work at Trotsky? What exactly do you do there?
What would a painter do? With brush and paints, I bring beauty to where there was only emptiness. In short, pretty much everything. Restoring the murals in the banquet hall, a few new shields for the castle garrison, and mostly decorating parchments. My opus magnum still awaits me. Only time will tell what that will be, but hopefully it will reward my years of toil.
All right. So what exactly happened to you? And try to make it clear.
They nearly shot me, then beat me up, and finally tied me to a tree. That's what happened.
You know what? Tell me the whole story nicely from the beginning.
Actually, this whole day got off to a bad start. I went for a walk to Slatigo. The scenery there is lovely, and I needed to clear my head a bit. But imagine, an arrow almost hit me. These two fellows had set up an archery range among the trees, but they somehow failed to notice they were next to the road. By way of apology, they invited me over, gave me a bit of wine to calm my nerves, and one of them offered to play dice. But he seemed to win suspiciously often, if you get what I mean.
He was a cheat, eh?
Mm-hmm. I noticed he was secretly turning the dice, and naturally, I got angry. But instead of apologizing, he started shouting at me, and his mate whacked me over the head with a stick. And then I woke up here.
Where exactly did all this happen?
Like I said, at the crossroads north of Slatigo. Those two had set up camp among the trees, right next to the path.
Well, you're pretty lucky you survived at all.
Luck had nothing to do with it. It's all thanks to you, my friend.
You've got a point. Don't you think a good deed like that deserves some kind of reward?
I was thinking the same thing. But first, I'd need one more favor from you. The reward will be even greater, I promise.
And what exactly am I supposed to help you with?
Leaving me here for the wolves apparently wasn't enough for those two. They robbed me as well. Just look around.
Can you even tell if something's missing in this mess?
Yes, my dice, and especially my set of brushes. I could live without the dice, but I can't paint with chicken feathers.
All right, I'll help you. But I won't do it for free.
I wouldn't ask that of you, my friend.
All right. I'll make damn sure those two give everything back.
Thank you so much. But if I may ask, try to persuade them by words, not by the sword.
Am I really supposed to ask them nicely? You don't expect that to work, do you?
There are already too many killers in this land. We don't need another.
By the way, what were you actually doing with that skull? It almost looked like you were talking to it.
Well, sometimes I just do that to sort out my thoughts. Better than talking to myself, don't you?
There might be something to that. Not long ago, I was singing to a horse.
See, we might just understand. The skull is simply something like my personal muse. It notices things I can't see, then tells me about them so I can paint them.
Tells you? You don't mean that literally, do you?
Well, even things without a voice can speak to you, my friend.
So what is your name then? Voita, or that Voity something?
Well, that depends on who I'm talking to and where. But for you, I'm simply Voita. Nothing else is worth mentioning or appropriate to say.
All right then. I'll go and look around.
Thank you. I'll head back to the castle for now and think of a way to repay you for all of this. You'll find me in the loft, in the tower called the Crone. But first, I'll tidy up here a bit, and most importantly, finally have a sit-down. You know, I was standing tied to that tree for quite a while, and these legs of mine aren't the youngest anymore.
Ok. Znači, moramo naći ove... moramo naći ove. Tu su, a? Tu su dole. Ja bi mogo tu trebala lagano.
I'll be keeping an eye on you.
Haha. Što trebao bi malo sensitivity popraviti. Malo mi je... Eto. Znači moramo vratiti njegove kockice za ovu igru i istove.
Whoa!
Je to tu, ne? Još tamo dalje, no, na veze. Momci imali problema, momci.
Hey there, stranger. Come and join us, if you mean no harm. There's plenty of room.
Who are you then?
Clovis. They call me Four-Leaf Clovis on account of my luck. Why do you ask?
Do you remember the painter, Voiter? I'm here for his things.
What? I don't know no Voiter, let alone no painter.
Really? I found him tied to a tree under Trotsky. He said you took his brushes and some dice?
That's a nice story, but I'm telling you, I ain't got no idea what you're talking about.
If I were you, I'd remember quickly. Right now, Voiter is willing to let it slide. But if I come back empty-handed, he might want to handle it the hard way.
All right, all right. Clearly that blow to the head wasn't enough of a warning for him. But if I was you, I'd give that loudmouth a few more knocks. It won't hurt him now.
Where are the painter's things?
We divvied them up. I was in need of some new dice. Ura wanted the skull, but I talked him into taking the brushes instead. And a good thing too. I never want to see that grinning monstrosity again.
What really happened between you and him?
Well, Ura mistook him for a deer. Shame he missed.
And then?
He was a bit shaken, so we invited him over here. Only that crackpot started spouting all kinds of weird nonsense. And then there's that skull of his. Tell me, who in their right mind carries a human skull around? Well, you know how it ended. He got a beating and ended up by the tree, where you found him.
Can I take those dice?
Hang on. Just like that? Do you even know what I had to do to get them?
Whack someone over the head with a stick?
Exactly. So, what will you give me for them?
Hand them over, or I'll count your teeth with my fist.
Whoa! Calm down. I'm not just going to hand them over, but if you want, I can wager them. Let Lady Luck decide. What do you say?
I'm not playing with you. I'd end up tied to some tree.
Šta je ovo, Barbora Open World, repite se odmiti dijalog u priniske.
Leave me alone, you scum. I ain't gonna talk to the likes of you.
Oh.
Let's make up, shall we? Here's some compensation.
All right, but I'll be keeping my eye on you.
Still want to play for those dice?
Changed your mind. All right, let's do it.
Ja to ne znam igrat, bre.
I'll check how much I have on me. Here are my groschen. Let's do this.
Ja ovo ne znam igrat, bre. Aj, oj, bre. Ah. Dobro, jel dice from previous throws? Okay, choose if you want dicing. Da.
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side. I should get going. These ones here. Here.
A da,
Damn! Shit!
to je to. Imam jedan, imam tri šestice. Tri šestice, ne. Dobro, mogu šest.
Don't drag it out. I want to play too, you know. Courage. That'll do me. Roll. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
Ah,
Here. Damn it! They're yours, lad. Have you lost your mind? You're gonna lose everything. Here. That's as far as I go. It's yours.
jedan, tri, četiri.
If I was you, I'd take it. These ones here. Like this.
Kako on dobi sve jebote.
What? Oh, come on!
Nemam niš, brat.
Courage.
Pozdrav Miško, čao, čao Miško. Kako smo?
Like this.
Ha, ja ne mogu vjerovati, jebote.
Damn shit! No great loss. It wasn't that good anyway.
Daj me, ne zezaj. A da. Kako može, je?
What did I tell you? The dice are mine, and so are your groschen.
A, šta je?
I'm here for those brushes you stole.
What brushes?
Don't bother denying it. Clovis has already spilled everything.
Oh, and he was the one telling me to keep my mouth shut. Said we'd be rid of that madman.
Clovis said you have the painter's brushes. Will you give them back?
Look, I'd love to, but how can I put it? This whole thing stinks. How do I even know you really know the painter? Maybe you're just here to rob us of what we
Honestly stole?
doesn't matter anymore.
A ne.
Look, you've already run into Voiter once, and you're still clearly shitting yourself from it. And now imagine what he'll do when I tell him you won't return his stuff.
If he cries into his pillow over them brushes at night, I'm sorry. But I'm just not handing them over to you that easily.
What use would paintbrushes even be to the likes of you? You just like to show off with that bow, don't you? And then secretly scribble lewd pictures?
Fine. Let's settle it with a shooting match. I'll wager the brushes, you put up a nice pile of groschen, and the winner takes all.
Damn. I don't have a bow on me.
Well, get one yourself. I ain't lending you one. My respects.
Da njih ubijem, ja njima uzmem sve, brat. Jer ovo mi već lagano ide na nerve. Baš mi idu na nerve, ja ću njih ubiti. Hoš dat? Tebe, leme. Neću sad s vama tu natezat, brate. Hoću.
What are you prowling around here? God be with you.
On je još gore, a? Još gore. Ti ćeš gore od ovog, brate. Još gore.
I've got the stuff they stole from you.
You must have been sent by God himself. Thank you.
Okay, why did you lie about?
It's nothing. But tell me this. What kind of trick were you playing on me? I asked those two what happened, and they said it was you who started the argument.
Me?
They said you suddenly started acting really strange. What actually happened?
Nothing. If I did anything odd, it was only after they hit me on the head.
Are you sure? Those two seem pretty shaken up.
And I nearly got eaten by wolves and have a lump on my head. Can we agree it's my word against theirs?
You didn't provoke them? I talked to both of them for quite a while, and they both said the same thing. If they were lying, I'd know.
Fine. I didn't tell you the whole truth. Even before I almost became a practice target, I wasn't in the best frame of mind. Maybe I started telling them something their empty heads couldn't understand, and they took it out on me. But can we finally stop going into this over and over? Tell me, how did things end with those two? Did you settle things peacefully?
Sad će i tebi lagat.
Sure. It went completely smoothly. They admitted they acted too rashly and shouldn't have cheated.
Henry.
What is it?
I'm not sure, but the way you avoid looking me in the eye makes me think it's nothing good. So what really happened? You didn't do anything to those two, did you?
They were completely unreasonable. It's a miracle I got out alive.
What? For Christ's sake! Aren't there enough murderers in this land already?
There really was no other way.
I'd like to believe you, truly, but somehow I just can't. Well, you did bring my things back, so I should repay you somehow. Here, take these dice of mine. They've brought me nothing but trouble, and to be honest, I wanted them back just so I could give them to you. And not just them. You know what? I'll paint something on your shield. Judging by the look of you, that could be a very useful reward.
What do you mean?
You may have the face of a village lad, but you're a warrior. Even my painted skull can see that. And it's got no eyes.
Well, it's something at least.
Just wait until you see how beautiful it'll be. If you want, we can get started right away. What do you say?
Can you paint a shield for me?
By all means. What shield is it to be? I'll set up my paints. Meanwhile, set your shield over there on the table. A knightly one. Good choice. It turned out well, didn't it?
A jesi...
Do you still need help with something?
Do you feel like you haven't done enough yet?
Well, I'm more afraid to leave you on your own. Who knows what tree you'd end up tied to this time?
Who'd have thought my fairy godmother would be so manly? Tell me, Henry, do you believe in signs?
I would say so. I believe in them.
So do I. And I think that the fact you found me and saved me was no coincidence. We were meant to meet.
Why do you think so?
Call it vanity if you want, but I've spent my whole life yearning to create something truly great and meaningful. Something that would remain after I'm gone, so that even 100 years from now, people would know that someone named Voiter lived here.
I don't know. I don't know many painters by name.
No? What about Master Theodoric of Prague? Or Giotto of Florence? And surely you've heard of the works of the Parlour Workshop.
Unfortunately, none of those names ring any bells.
And that's exactly what I want to change. Believe me, one truly exceptional painting would be enough to make me one of the greats. And here in the Trotsky region, they say there's a place that could serve as my inspiration. Unfortunately, no one really remembers where it is, but you have already proven yourself to be quite skilled at finding lost things. Maybe that's why fate brought us together, to help me with my life's work.
It really doesn't just sound like a coincidence. What kind of place are you looking for?
Well, I hope you won't think I'm a heretic, but I'm curious what people believed in before they'd heard the word of the Lord. What did they think would happen after death? And where did they worship their idols? And they say that such a place can still be found in this region, a shrine where the pagan god Velez was worshipped in ancient times. Have you heard of him?
Unfortunately not. Our parish priest in the village only ever talked about one god. The true one.
Velez is said to be the ruler of the underworld and protector of cattle. He looks like an ordinary man, but he's got horns on his head, so people sometimes mistake him for the devil. So, what do you say? Will you help me find his shrine?
How do you even know that such a place exists here?
It told me. That is, I heard about it from the locals. Around Trotsky, there are still plenty of pagan sites. Maybe you've noticed them too, have you? Not that I'd think anyone still prays at them, but they're here.
All right, I'll help you. What do you need me to do?
Go to Vidlak Pond, north of Takov, and talk to the old woman who lives there. You'll find the place easily. They tan hides there, so you'll smell it from miles away. The woman's name is Kvietoslava. She should know something about the shrine.
Where did you say I could find this Kviatoslava?
West of Takov, by
Are you sure the old woman knows anything about the shrine or Veles?
Absolutely. I've walked around Vidlak myself. There's a place on the hill above the pond that's called the Witch's Grove. I thought I'd find the shrine there, but unfortunately not. No horned head. So I asked the fishermen and tanners down below and found this Kviatoslava. But getting anything out of her is no easy task.
Didn't she want to talk to you?
Well, she wanted to, sure. But her memory isn't what it used to be. First, she mistook me for her husband. Then her grandmother. Then she tried to feed me garlic soup. And finally, sent me off into some swamp.
The Lord sees you.
O, baš mi je falila ova igra, jedva sam čekao da izbace nešto. Totalno lud svijet, dobar je. Totalno ludo. Da. Totalno.
Did you hear about what happened with the big wheel?
At the mill?
Yeah. The police also have it.
Aha, well, never mind. I thought something was going on here.
I heard you're going to cut down the old oak at the crossroads.
Easy, good horse.
You sure ain't easy to please. Aye.
Ok, znači idem vamo.
Quick! Whoa!
Damn it!
Go!
Give it back.
Ka! Whoa! Whoa! Oh!
Znači, tu je ta neka starica koja zna gdje je šrajn. Evo je.
Good wife, do you know anything about a shrine around here?
Come closer, lad. Now that I see you up close, aren't you? No, you're not. But you look just like him.
Like who? Who are you talking about?
My Vlasta. It's been so long since I've laid him to rest.
I'm really sorry, but I did ask you something.
I've been a widow for so many years, but I still look out for him every afternoon, expecting he'll come home along the stream. He'd always pick me flowers, and when I greeted him, he'd grab me around the waist and spin me until my skirt flew. And all the dances we went to in our younger days.
That must have been a long time ago.
And he wrote me poems and whispered them to me before bedtime.
Sorry, but I'd really like to know if there's a shrine around here. It might have pictures or statues of bulls.
Bulls? My grandmother used to tell me stories about one like that. But maybe it was just a fairy tale.
And did she say where it was?
Maybe. Oh, I don't know, lad. My memory's failing me.
It would really help me if you could remember the shrine. What might refresh your memory?
I don't know. Since Vlasta died, I've been completely useless. Honestly, I kind of hope I'll forget him soon, too. Maybe then I wouldn't miss him so much.
Come now. You're supposed to remember the good things. You said he used to pick you flowers, right? I could do that too. Maybe it'll help jog your memory.
Well, if you really want to cheer up an old woman, Vlasta always picked me valerian. Made the whole hearthroom smell lovely dried out.
Valerian or Vlasta?
What did you say?
Nothing. I'll pick some for you too. Fresh and fragrant. I'll be back in no time.
Pick the flowers, kaže. Dobro, kamo to mogu naći, brat? Ovo je prvo. Where I can find some flowers, bro. Tandem. Nije to tu negdje. Kamilica. Ovo nije. Gledaju, pitan gdje mogu naći to je. Ja znam kako izgleda valerijan.
Does valerian grow nearby? Or will I have to run halfway across the countryside for it?
What's this? A young lad and his knees already hurt. Just head down to the stream or the meadow behind the cottage. It's only a few steps.
Down the street. Čekaj. Ajde, gdje je taj cvjetić? Valerijan, evo ga. 3. Četiri. Još jednog moram naći. Evo. Konfi. Evo. Našli smo za gospođu cvijeće. Ajde. Ti si ti pobjegao, pa pomogao sam ti, jeba. Razbojnici bi te ubili. Još može. Oh, swing painting, no shine. A dobro. Što ne mogu se nigdje opret malo je.
I'll be keeping an eye on you.
I've brought you your favorite flowers.
Really? Let's see. Ah, yes, valerian. Fresh, it smells almost as nice as my Vlasta. I mean, while he was alive. May God grant him heaven.
Right. Right. And how about that memory of yours? Is it any better now?
Of course it is. I see it all now. Vlasta always brought me flowers and said, Květuška, put on your best dress, we're going dancing.
A morat ćemo plesat s njim, je.
I still have that dress,
njom.
but I haven't worn it in years.
Well, why don't you put it on? I'm sure it'd suit you just as well as it used to.
Oh, no, lad. It's had its day. Full of holes. The buttons on the sleeves are gone. I'd look like a ragged beggar. I wanted to mend it, but I can't even thread a needle anymore. My hands shake too much.
Granny, I'm sorry, but I really need to know where the shrine is.
I know, but I just can't remember. Maybe if I could put on that dress again, it'd come back to me.
I'll happily mend your dress for you.
Ah,
That'd be kind of you, lad. But I can't repair.
If it helps you remember, that'll be more...
All right, then. Just a bit more.
I mended your dress. Here it is.
Lad, you've got golden hands. It's as good as new.
And what about the shrine? Have you remembered yet?
Such a lovely dress. Shame my Vlasta isn't here. Love to dance in it one last time.
All right. I'll dance with you. Maybe it'll finally jog your memory.
Lad, I can barely stand.
Well, then I'll at least recite you some verses. You said Vlasta used to make up poems for you, didn't you?
That'd be lovely. You know what? I'll put on that dress for it. God knows if anyone will. I'm ready. You can start.
So, there was a pretty girl who lived alone with her granny. But back then she was young and fair, but now as decrepit as any.
What is it I am?
Don't interrupt, or I'll lose my train of thought. When the maid became a woman, she found herself a fellow, and he liked the hides he tanned, he stank, and his skin was yellow.
My Vlasta?
No, wait, that's not what I meant. And soon it came to pass they were joined in matrimony. And then she kept braying like an ass, and she found him mean and ugly.
God, no!
But you're right, I overstepped. Let's move on. I trust you'll not forget to live your life with love. So your Vlasta's dead? Well, he's better off, by Jove.
Blah! How dare you! You swine! Are you just hanging around me so you can insult me?
No, wait. That's not what I meant.
I don't care. Get out of here, you scoundrel, and don't let me see you here again.
Yeah. Jesam sve zeznuo, vrat. A ne, prebrzo mi ide ovo. Je.
Come for a whipping, eh?
So, your Kvietoslava didn't give me anything useful. She should have been called Bladderslava instead.
But what now?
Did she tell you anything useful?
She mentioned a few places, but it didn't sound very coherent. First, she told me about some rocky hill west of Zheleov, between Rock Tower Pond and Kerchak. I didn't notice anything unusual there, but my legs were already sore from the climb, so I didn't linger long. She also mentioned a stream source flowing near Nabokov Fortress. Try having a look there as well. She also said something about a brook in the middle of the woods. I was supposed to head south from the lower Semine marshes. Unfortunately, I didn't find the brook, but I got properly soaked in the marshes, and a wild boar jumped out of the bushes at me. So I gave up. Have a look there yourself. Maybe you'll have better luck.
O, da. Dobro. Dobili smo nove ove. O, 3, 9. Znači ovdje imam Search Rocky Hill. Pa to može biti 3 ove. Ajmo prvo ovdje. Aha. Pa čekaj, kako ono vadim... Ne, kako ono vadim baklju? A, sada.
Don't you think he has enough cows as is?
Laugh all you want. When I am no longer, I'll have you.
What's that by the stream? Some kind of idol? No, this doesn't look important enough. Looks more like a small pilgrimage site than an actual shrine.
Dalje imamo tu i tu mi je Search the River, Tributary of Flowers. To je slovo P je tako.
please. That's enough. You get it.
I'll shove steel up your ass.
Show what you're mad. No chance. No, you don't.
Aj, oj. Mogu se izvenečit malo. Treba mi bandaža mi trebaju. Trebaju mi bandež. Da, krvarim jebote. Kako ne mogu s bandažama to napraviti? To moglo biti je. Ja sam već iznad toga. Ali ja dalje ne mogu to naći.
Surely this is it. I need to see it from close up. Kurva. I found the shrine. There's a man here with a knife in his head. Good thing I dealt with those murderers before I brought Voita here.
Just a bit more. Well, well, who do we have here? Greetings.
Greetings, bro. Greetings, sir. Greetings, sir. Ja bi se negdje oprao.
I know where the Vela shrine is. There was a small band of bandits there. But don't worry, I took care of them.
Bandits? And tell me, did one of them have a distinctive helmet?
I don't think so. They look like any other local thugs. Why'd you ask?
Oh, it's nothing. The important thing is, you found the shrine. I knew I could count on you. Will you take me there, please?
Sure. We can set off.
Damn. I painted him with an extra tooth. Well, let's just say it's a happy little accident. Divine justice served by an apple.
Is it done yet?
What do you think?
It's nice. You managed to capture the shapes and also the colours. What do I know? I've seen a few pictures, sure, but the most I've done myself is paint a house wall brown.
Well, that's just one step away from picking up a brush.
So, did you find what you were looking for?
What I needed, yes. What I hoped for, sadly, no. It's not the kind of piece that will endure through the ages.
Chin up. Maybe the lords at Trotsky will like it, and you'll make good money from it.
Oh, the lords will like any kind of hack work. I'm toiling over this for entirely different reasons.
What reasons? Why are you chasing some grand masterpiece?
Let's just say I'm doing it for my own peace of mind.
And what now?
I'm done here, so I'll head back to the castle. If you'd like, I could paint something on your shield while I'm there. Maybe a horned head? And while you're at it...
Oh, no. You've got another job for me, haven't you?
I thought you'd be pleased. You're the one who asked me for something like this not too long ago. But don't worry. I've just got this one little idea, and I want to know what you'll think of it.
Don't you want to tell me right now?
No. I need to sort it out a bit first. Otherwise, you'd start thinking I'm mad.
Don't worry. I wouldn't think anything like that.
That's noble of you. But I'd still rather talk it over at Trotsky.
Have you decided what you need my help with?
Aye. At least, I think so.
What's that stuff that you keep drinking?
Oh, just something. For courage. Better tell me, do you know the saying, the ends justify the means?
I've heard it.
I've always hated it. But lately I've been wishing it were true, and that God would be gracious to me.
That sounds like you need a priest, not me.
What I really need is paints. I'm running out.
Well, then pray to the Lord and he might grant you some grace. Which colour are you missing? Yellow?
It's not that simple. I want to try something out. You know, pigments are often mixed with egg yolk. It makes the paint more durable and resistant to mold. And I want to use an egg that probably no one has tried before. And before you ask, just about everything from the bird kingdom has already been tried. I've fallen out of trees chasing that idea.
That would explain a lot.
I know exactly what I need. But I can't do it all alone.
Oh, come on. Just tell me what this is about.
In short, I want a basilisk egg.
A basilisk egg? That's nonsense, isn't it?
It doesn't have to be. Think of it as us being pioneers.
And is it really necessary to pioneer a thing like that?
Don't worry. We won't let the creature hatch. Aren't you at least curious about what could happen? Nobody's ever tried something like this before.
Yeah, I can imagine why. First you nearly get eaten by wolves. Now you're dabbling in black magic. What's wrong with living an ordinary life?
I don't know anything like that, and I don't want to, thank you very much. Art is always wrought from suffering.
Why should I be the one to look for the egg?
You know how it goes when I set off somewhere? I'd end up stuck in a swamp with a broken leg. Besides, the countryside is crawling with bandits these days.
And you're not just saying that to shift God's wrath onto me, are you?
You can't fool God's wrath by making someone else your errand boy. And human wrath? You'll handle that better than I would.
Trying to talk you out of this is probably a waste of time, isn't it?
I see you've got me all figured out.
Figured out, maybe. But I'm none the wiser for it. Sorry, but I really can't help you with this right now.
Well, fair enough. If anything changes,
Pa ne, nisam to
I'll be
htio
here.
reći.
You know what? I'll help you with
Ah.
this basilisk egg.
Great. So we'll need a cockerel egg and a toad to brood it.
Where can I get a cockerel egg, of all things? And how do I even tell it apart from a hen's egg?
It's easier than you think. People at the castle talk about all sorts of interesting things. They say a rather unusual black cockerel runs around the yard of some Slavic in Samin. I'd start by asking him.
Who, the cockerel?
Very droll.
Can you tell me where to find a toad?
They live in wetlands and by stagnant water, and they croak quite loudly. It sounds something like this. Apparently there are lots of them near the ponds around Zhelyov.
All right, I'll find a place where the toads are croaking. But what then? How do I make them sit on the egg?
You don't. You just place it in their nest and wait to see if one sits on it.
But I could be waiting until doomsday.
Oh, don't exaggerate. Leave it there for a day and a night, and I bet it'll turn into a basilisk egg.
And how do you tell that? By the colour? Or the smell, maybe?
Well, who knows?
Pozdrav Jopa, čao.
Try it and see for yourself.
Šta ima Jopa?
And, what do toads sound like? I want to make sure I don't get it wrong. So let's sum it up. I find a cockerel egg, leave it in the toad nest for a day and a night, and then bring it back to you.
Exactly. Best of luck, my friend.
Da, da. Where is the egg, bro? Where is the fucking egg? Find the egg of black cockerel. Dobro, i onda moram tu staviti u jasle. U semini nisam baš najbolji. U seminu reputacija. Reputation mi je jako loš. Seminu. But ajoj. Što se desilo vama je? Neko je zapalio ovo mjesto je. Evo kod svojih roditelja slavili 57. ročkas. Ajde neka je. Evo nekim je sretan i od mene, brat. Kome god, mami ili tati.
Bloody deep.
Ajde. Ući vamo je. Ovo da. How I can enter. Ne mogu. Ma daj, ne zezaj. Nice, evo. Kako da ja uđem vamo, evo? Where, bro?
Never again. I tried swimming once, and how did that end up?
Pa znam, brate, ali moramo nekako proći vam. Nije to ni tu, brate, to je vamo, je. A, jesam lud, je. A šta ti, blizu žive ili? Blizu žive roditelji ili kamo, li? Mislim, blizu tebe sad ili kamo?
Whoa, whoa.
What are you prowling around here for?
I heard you've got a rather unusual cockerel. Pitch black.
Aha, ma dobro, onda brzo,
What's
da.
so unusual about that? A black cockerel isn't anything out of the ordinary.
True.
Neka,
But I've
neka.
also heard
Nadam
your
se da
cockerel
se lijepo
lays eggs.
zabavio.
Oh? Where do you hear such nonsense?
Ah, you know how it is. Rumors spread and everyone twists and embellishes them. I'm just curious if there's any truth to it.
Someone must have been pulling your leg. I don't have any cockerel like that.
Do you even know who I am?
No, and I don't care.
I've been sent from Trotsky. Word about that cockerel has already reached them. And if it turns out you're concealing such an ungodly thing, you might find yourself swinging from a noose.
Fuck. But, sir, I swear I've done nothing wrong. I'm not to blame for anything.
Then stop lying to me. Do you have a black cockerel or not?
All right, I'll tell you, but I'd really appreciate it if you didn't spread it around too much. I did have a black cockerel. A young one, since my Boniface died recently. But that black one was so small and stunted, just peculiar. So, I decided to put it down and took it to the
Super je.
woods.
Inače
A
si
rat
mi
like that
dobar.
wasn't even fit for soup.
And did you keep any of its eggs?
No, I took them away along with the carcass. Who knows? There might have been something devilish about them.
Did the black cockerel really lay eggs?
Oh, aye. One evening, it started drooping its head in a strange way, and I was worried it was going to die. Then the next morning, I go to the coop, and the little devil is alive and well, sitting on eggs. And the next day, it's at it again. Either it was stealing them from the hens, or it was laying them itself.
Where exactly did you take the cockerel?
Just over there, to the edge of the woods. There's a little dung heap. You might still find it there.
All right. I'll go and have a look.
Za sada. Ok, sad bi trebao odnesti to jaje ovdje vamo u... pa valjda u... jasne. But it's very, very dark here and I need to wait in morning. 8 a.m. bro. 8 a.m. Okay. Opa. Polomit noge. Šta je rekao, gdje je ovo? Find a place to put the egg. Okay. Find the place. Find the place. Find the place. Always we need to find the place in this game. Always, bro. Find the place. Find the fucking place. Find the place. Find the place. Find the place. Where is the fucking place? Oh. I don't know, bro. Maybe here.
The toads... There's a nest, and I've got the egg from the black cockerel too. So let's do this, all right? Now it's just a matter of waiting a day for the toads to breed it. But I'd better leave so I don't disturb them while they're
ja sad moram otići. Moram čekat jednu noć. Okay, bro. Wait until the egg. A do kad je? One day. Let's go.
Well, I'll be damned. It completely changed colour. Or maybe it just got mouldy. Well, Vojta can decide that for himself.
Return to Vojta, kažeš. Back to the Trotsky castle, bro. Back to the Trotsky. Yes. Oh,
Look out.
it's not you. Sorry. Sorry, my man. I apologize. Hello, painter. I bring your egg. Fucking egg.
Got the basilisk egg, laid by a black cockerel, brooded by a toad. Just for you.
Really? Surely you... Quickly, give it here.
Oh, sure. No need to thank me.
Sorry, of course. I'm grateful, and I will reward you. The basilisk won't hatch from the egg, but it would look great on a shield. I could paint it for you, as a keepsake. I don't have any coin right now, but you know what? Take this ring of mine. If you don't like it, you can at least sell it for a few groschen.
Still, all that effort for one slimy egg. Who knows? It might just be rotten.
If you did everything I said, then it's a basilisk egg, through and through. If you don't believe me, that's your problem.
So, what now? Are you going to crack the egg already?
As soon as I've prepared everything I need. But I'd like some peace and privacy for it, if you don't mind.
Seriously? I just want to watch.
No, you distract me.
Ah.
Understand that I have to handle something this rare with extreme care.
Fine. Sorry. I reckon I'll leave then.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. I just need peace. My head's a bit of a mess right now.
So what are you going to do once you've made the basilisk paint?
I'd like to leave here soon for another job, but I still have something very important to finish.
And what exactly do you need to finish?
I need to meet with someone, but right now I need to mix this basilisk paint. So if you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a while. Come back tomorrow. By this time, I should have everything done.
Okay, bro. If you want, I can leave you there alone. Oh, Kingdom Come.
Don't shop.
It's a beautiful day, bro. Beautiful day. Interesting.
Halt! Sir, show me what you've got on you.
Huh? Hey, Bosa, reci.
Hurry up!
Go ahead and search me. I've got nothing to hide.
Everything in order. Carry on.
You don't belong here.
I need to go sleep. Somewhere. Oh, tu mi je soba. Yeah. Sleep, bro. I'm hungry now. Samo da food jeba. Šta mi to daje? Haha, kako se poprdio, brate, evo. Bo. Dobro, ljudi, tu bi stao pa ćemo nastaviti, još ću ja malo se igrati, istraživati po mapi, baš sam se zaželio igre, ali ne bih htio tako brzo završiti progres, odnosno ovaj DLC, a ne bi ni vama htio, da vam bude dosadno što ja bauljam po mapi, i rješavam možda neke side questove i tako. Pa ćemo to ostaviti za drugi stream, 2 sata, ma dobro. Taman, ne mogu ni više sjediti. Ništa, to je bilo to, tu ću sejvat, a ništa, mi ćemo se vidjeti u nekom drugom streamu, sutra najvjerovatnije, ništa, vi lupite like, sub i budite mi dobri ljudi. Ćao, poz.